This is a video from my hotel room in the tallest hotel in the Tokyo-Yokohama area. At dusk, so the light's changing in the background behind me and the TV's shining in the corner. This has to do with shutdown, and the title of this video should be Shutdown. 2 days ago, I went to Aoyama in Tokyo, and a place with lots of foreigners and bars for foreigners and these beautiful women that are attracted by foreigners and speak English. And these foreigners really from 40 different countries around the world with really interesting and unusual career paths and lots of experiences and amazing stories. And you really got the feeling of Paris 100 years ago, where you're out on the outside in a cafe with wine and beautiful women, and the men you're talking to have these fascinating 5-year stretches of their life that just you would never guess in a million years from what they're doing now they had. And it was just, it's like a diamond of more and more facets of life keep unraveling, and they are very articulate. All of them have lived in 3 or 4 or more cultures, have set up businesses or worked in businesses, very different businesses, all over the world. It's just really, really hard to match that in Silicon Valley or some one country. Manhattan is like that. But they don't eat out that much, and the streets are not safe. And it's the idea of the women being able to be beautiful because the streets are completely safe for them here. They can walk home alone. There are hundreds of thousands of women who walk at midnight home, 2-hour walks just for the exercise at the end of the day in the cool night air among the city lights. You run into them all the time. It's safe. You run into little kids, 7, 8-year-old kids on the train going to and from elementary school because it's safe. All the adults in the train look out for them. History creates these high places where the smart people, the creative people, the interesting people get together, and life is rich and wonderful. And then these places die, and they lose money and tax problems and budget problems and crime problems and drug problems, and Tokyo is one of those high places right now. And they have this phenomenon: nobody wants to work abroad. You have to be crazy to wonder why that's happening. I mean, there's no question why it's happening, because life is so much fun here. And who wants to go to Manhattan and have to eat inside and worry about your pocketbook being stolen or your head being bashed in every now and then, and listen to news reports constantly about how rich some idiot is up there in Stamford. The verticality of New York is disgusting. It's like you're looking at a giant financial ass all your time that you're there. Everybody's looking up, and there's just not enough people looking horizontal. The exception is the art community on Broadway, the unemployed, largely aura of dancers and singers and composers and set design people and costume people who serve Broadway. And they are really interesting people, and they're really fascinating, and they do hang out at bars that are open at night on the sidewalks. And they are really something to live with. I had an old friend among them many years ago, and that was a high point in life. But this particular video is about shutdown. And 2 nights ago, without planning on it, for 4 hours, because the people were so beautiful and fascinating, I really shut down all my serious purpose stuff. My information and linking and connecting and web and all that stuff, my books I'm writing, my ambitions, all I wanted to do between now and dying and everything, all that stuff, I forgot it. I just forgot it. I was having so much fun, I just forgot all of it. And it was going home on the train, and I realized, I'm going back to that series of wrappings in purpose. And I don't like it. I liked that 4-hour respite from the layers of purpose that I clothed my life in. And I told myself, if I did that kind of fun night twice a week, or once or twice a week, every week, I'd write greater stuff, and I'd write more stuff, and I would be more motivated. And so I think my own personality and neurosis and the environment and tools around me and the web and all that have enticed me into imbalance, and that I really need to shut down the planned, the intended, the design, the hard work, the purpose, the striving stuff, and go to aoyama ichome a bit more and smell the joys of Tokyo life, and the unexpected, and the arcane, and the fascinating, and the wonderful, and the alluring, and affectionate, and goofy, and marvelous aspects of other people. I mean, life really can be wonderful if you just open the door